Hey, I'm Les McDonald and I'm the owner of the Copper Coil Still and Grill, and we are really focused on BC craft beer. So right now we're at the Bridge Brewing Company here in Vancouver, and we've got Kerry here, who's the head brewer, and why don't you tell us a bit about your philosophy in brewing beer?
Yeah, I'm always very much like focused on making sure that the beer is like approachable and easy drinking, but at the same time focus on kind of like innovation and where we can take the craft. Because there's so much you can do with it, and now we're kind of at a point in the craft beer community that you can have these like really innovative and creative ways to move the product forward.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because like what I keep telling James, our bar manager, is like, let's try some innovative beers, because our customers are coming in now and they're like, what's new? What's happening in the beer world? Because there's been so many things that have been repeated so often. It's nice to try something new. So can you tell me about what is coming out this summer and what we can get excited about?
Yeah, it's one of those things, like everybody's got a pale and an IPA and usually got some sort of light beer. But now we're kind of at the point that we're brewing well enough, just as a community, but also here specifically, we're brewing these beers and we can kind of like play with those core ingredients and adjust them how we want. So we just came out with a milkshake IPA, the Fuzz. So it's got peach, lactose, and vanilla added to it, and it's one of those things like it's kind of an IPA. It's got that bitter backbone to it, but it's got lactose, so there's a little bit of sweetness. It's got the peaches there, and then the vanilla. So it comes off in this kind of creamsicle, fuzzy peach kind of quality. For the tasting room, we just brewed a dry hop lager, but for this one, very intentionally made it a little bit more malty and a tiny bit sweeter than you'd expect in a standard classic dry lager. So a little bit sweeter. And then we hopped it pretty aggressively, and we're using really interesting kind of West Coast hops that come out, instead of just having like a standard clean hop profile, you're getting this tropical and citrus notes coming through. And then we dry hop it on top of that. So all of the aromas there, and it's just a super easy, really refreshing drink, but it's got a little bit of bitterness behind it, a little bit of malt character as well. And it's just pushing that boundaries, like what else can we do with a lager? What else can we do with the style?
Anyways, I want to thank you for having us in today, and well, here's the Bridge Brewing. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.